Alright, so my name's Ty.
My name is ToJo, and this is our show, My Ty and ToJo versus the Airwaves. And it's our first show.
Yeah, definitely our first show. I've been super excited all week for this, so a little bit nervous.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm super nervous.
What are you nervous about?
I don't know.
Revealing too much on the air?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, God.
Well, I've known you a long time. I don't think there's too much you could reveal that the world doesn't already know.
You told them?
Yeah.
You really told them?
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
There's a blog
You're
about
horrible.
it.
Oh, God. No.
Hashtag My Ty pees her pants at Twitter.
Alright, anyways, so first show, and it's also the first week of school.
It is my senior year. I don't know about yours.
No, I'm a little bit behind.
A little bit behind.
A little bit behind. Year and a half is about a little bit, so,
but
you know.
It's the 8th semester for you, so it is technically your senior year.
It is still the 8th semester, yeah. It's technically my senior year, but I'll be like a super senior by the time I graduate, so terrible.
Sure. So did you have a class today, Mai Tai?
I did. It was really boring.
What class did you have?
I had I had a really nerdy class. Let's leave it at that. And man, the teacher, I hate it when it's like
How nerdy was it? How many virgins were in your class?
I'd say out of the 14 kids that were there, 3 were girls, which means that 6 of us were not virgins. So what? 14 minus 6, that's 8 were virgins in there.
Wow, that's...
You can always tell how many virgins there are. You take how many girls are in the class and multiply by 2.
Oh, is that
right? Yeah.
But in these classes, do the nerds get together?
Yes, they do. Like, one of the couples, they actually became physics majors together. They've been together for like 7 years. I'm just like, wow, I can't make it past like 17 days without being like, oh.
Yeah, but they don't know any better.
Don't feel like texting back, huh?
They don't know any better. They're currently perpetually stuck in the honeymoon stage.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm one of those 3 girls, so I kind of don't want to bash myself right now.
So, did you have any homework for the first day?
Yeah.
Did you? I didn't.
How was your first day, by the way? Did you actually find a parking space? Because usually my trouble is I come and I'm like, oh, whoa.
Your college parking is not only but expensive, but
absolutely terrible. I remember the first time I ever went to UNLV. First thing I noticed was like, wow, parking is really shitty here. Absolutely terrible.
I remember there's a car accident in one of the one-way only lanes. It took an hour to merge around them.
Are you serious? Ah, that's terrible. But
well, speaking of first in school, do you remember your first day of school long ago? You were probably a tiny little Asian girl, glasses. Got an A your very first day.
I didn't have glasses, you asshole.
What was your first grade teacher's name? Or kindergarten?
Kindergarten. I actually don't remember. I remember what she looks like, but I don't remember what her name was.
You remember what she looks like? You were bi-curious back then, too?
No, I was not Oh. Really? Really, dude? On the airwaves?
What she looked like? How big were the
I don't know.
desks?
No, she... He says as he, motions rock.
No, they can't see me, so...
Oh, God. All right. Well, I don't know. Like, I just remember she had, like, long gray hair, and it was just, like, super straight and, like, super gray. Like, she was a granny. Definitely.
I remember my kindergarten teacher was pretty cute. I have a picture of her somewhere. My sock drawer, but...
In your sock drawer? Oh, no.
That's why there's so many holes in my socks.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. But I'm just curious. Okay, because, like, I know all through school, they always tell, like, when you first go to middle school, when you first go to high school, when you first go to college, they're like, oh, don't be nervous, blah, 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 blah. Like, just be yourself, la, 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 whatever they say. And now, I was never nervous. Like, I was always excited for the first day of school. I was never nervous for the first day of school. Never. Not in elementary school, not in kindergarten. Like, I don't ever remember having that anxiety of leaving the house. Did you?
I was always nervous because I always had, like, some weird separation anxiety or something lame like that. It was really weird because, excuse me, I remember in 2nd grade, my elementary school was split into 2, and I thought going to 3rd grade meant I was going to middle school because it was a different school, even though it was still elementary school.
Okay.
It was really weird. They were like sister schools, kindergarten through second, and then the second school was third through fifth.
Yeah.
So you upgraded, you graduated to this next school. And I remember when that happened, that's when I got my first bedroom, because my sisters moved out of the house, and I had my own bed, and it was really weird. I couldn't sleep because I thought I was growing up so fast. And remember I was like, I don't know, how old were you in second grade? 8? 8, 7, 7. I was just like crying because I had my own bed, and because I used to share a bunk bed with my sisters, so it was like the first day of adulthood.
I'm not gonna lie, I slept with my parents till I was about 11 or 12. I was in middle school before I stopped sharing the same bed with my parents.
But did you hit puberty before you left your parents' bed?
No, I did not. No,
Okay.
that I did not. No, I hit puberty afterwards. Thank God. That'd be really weird. Like, oh, whose are these? Oh God. That's terrible. We can't talk about this.
Well, okay. We can talk about the first time you embarrassed yourself in public.
Oh,
or something like
God.
that.
Okay.
So you probably in school. I think I've heard this story before. And you're in school and what happened?
I farted and I blamed it on the kid next to me. Tell me you haven't done that. Everyone I have talked to has told me that they have a similar story.
That kid was me, and that's how we met.
No, it's not. His name was Spencer Aguilar.
Would he listen to this?
I hope not.
You don't know where he is? Are you
No.
Facebook friends with him?
No, I don't. I know a lot of people like to do this where they like stalk their elementary school friends and like add them. I can name a few people off the top of my head. I'm sure you can. I never did.
No?
did. No, there was only one person, and she was my best friend. That's the only person I ever looked for on Facebook.
Okay.
Other than that, like, he will never, ever hear of this podcast, I pray.
I did the same thing, but I did it with my crushes. And I looked for my best friend. I couldn't find
You
him.
farted and you blamed it on your crushes?
No.
Oh.
I wonder if I ever did fart in front of my crushes, but I remember there was one time we were lined up desks in a row, and I farted, and I was second to last in the row. So everybody in the row to my left looked to the right, and I just figured if I look to my right, I'm safe. So the poor kid at the end took the bullet, but I think he was fat too, so it wasn't the best experience.
Oh, that's terrible.
I think he might have killed himself, but that's not.
Do you
my
think
fault.
he would? Oh my God. Man, I remember when my friend farted in class, and it was terrible. Like, he was like, the teacher was trying to hypnotize us, so the room was like pitch dark, like no sound, and it's just the teacher counting down slowly. You know how they do the hypnotize, like 10, 9, 8, and all of a sudden it was like, and I couldn't stop laughing. It was terrible. We got in so much trouble.
Things I know who you're talking about, but the problem is that was not her first time farting in class.
That was the first time I first time I was like, hey, I'm not the only one.
So, what happened with the kid that you farted and blamed it on? Did he deny it, or did he?
He just looked at me and I was like, what?
You got a problem, kid?
Yeah. Like it wasn't me. Like, what are you looking at? And he totally bit it. Like, he turned to the person on the other side of him.
Oh.
That kid wasn't paying attention, or like.
So the two negatives canceled out. You blamed him and he blamed someone else.
Yeah.
It's all good, right?
Yeah, it's all good. All right, so.
So you're a senior now, and what's your major?
Oh God, I hate when people ask this.
What's your field of study?
What's my field of study? My field of study is physics, so I'm a real big nerd. Real big nerd.
Physics.
Yeah, and like you go into my class, huh?
Physically speaking, what happens during a fart?
What?
Do you know, or you don't know?
Ask the chemist. I don't know.
Ask the chemist.
Gas and stuff, right? Not my field. Smelly shit? Not my field. That's biology.
So you do a lot of stuff in the lab, or what?
Yeah. Of course we do. The first time my coworker exploded something in lab.
I heard something about that. Please.
Yeah.
Please continue, Mike.
Please continue. It was like, what do you call that game? What's that game with the flashbang? Like, I only played it once, and I lost to a 5-year-old who was
Call
my
of
friend's
Duty?
cousin. It's a Call of Duty Black Ops, the one where you
Yeah,
can hide
yeah.
in the grass, right?
Mm.
And I just like lay there so I don't die for like
Mhm.
10 minutes. It's terrible.
You just lay in the
I
grass.
just lay in the grass.
I'm just a little bush. No one's looking.
Not your type of laying in the grass.
And
Like
you-
actually, like physically laying in the grass. Like
Oh. So you flashbanged your...
No,
Last
my
one?
coworker did it. I didn't do it. Surprisingly, all the stupid stuff that I do, like wet myself or anything else,